everyone, thanks very much for coming back and joining me, and if you're new to this channel, Wished Upon a Vlog, my name is Julie and you are so welcome to be here. So for today's video, I really wanted to come on and talk about 4 games that are, really big games that are highly anticipated for this year, 2020, but also I wanted to sort of say and let you know whether I will or will not be buying these 4, or whether I'm maybe kind of like thinking whether I'll sort of purchase it or not. So the first one that I wanted to discuss is Final Fantasy VII Remake, and that's of course done by Square Enix. And I just want to quickly say, in case anybody isn't aware, Square Enix do amazing figurines. Like I have quite a lot of figurines by Square Enix, so just thought I would say that. You should definitely check them out. Now, the reason why I picked to do this one first and talk about this Final Fantasy VII Remake one first is because I 100% will be buying this one. So I thought I would start off with a strong positive. And you know what? I can't wait to buy this because I think that it's great that we're living in a world in which I will actually be able to play one of the best, and really honestly is one of the best RPG games of all time. If you're a Final Fantasy fan, you will pretty much agree with that. Personally, I thought the trailer that was shown during E3 in 2019 looked fantastic. I thought it was brilliant, and this game is a timed exclusive. So yes, although they're saying it's only going to be on the PS4, it will broaden. Now, something that I have always had a love for with Final Fantasy in general is the music. Oh my gosh, the music is so beautiful. I love the music score, never fails in these games. And I just think that it's something that I've always really appreciated. If any of you know me, I sing, I write songs, I play the guitar. So I really do have a strong appreciation for music. And if you have played and enjoyed the original Final Fantasy VII, then, as I'm sure you are, as I am, very excited to buy this game this year. Now, it looks incredibly good, honestly, I have to say, in the trailers that I have seen. And Cloud and Tifa Lockhart and everything, oh my gosh, them two look badass. They look freaking awesome. So yeah, I mean, for me, roll on, basically. I'm really excited about this one. And if I'm honest, many of us have been waiting for it for a long time. I know I have been waiting for it for a long time because I'm sure a lot of you will remember this was firstly announced on E3, like way back in 2015. So yes, a lot of fans have been a bit pissed off, basically, because it's taken all this time. Because basically, what had happened was they ended up having to restart from scratch. Long story short, and yeah, but the graphics in this remake look insanely good. Like, it looks so good, and it really reminds me, actually, very similar, of course, to Advent Children, which was, of course, the after effects of Final Fantasy VII. So, all positives for that one. I cannot say how excited I am enough for that one. Now, the next one is Cyberpunk 2077, and this is done by CD Projekt Red, which is a Polish company, gaming company, and they actually made all 3 of the Witcher games. They made The Witcher, they made the second Witcher as well, Assassins of Kings, and also the third one, which is Wild Hunt. Now, I've played all 3 of these games, and I'm still, I'm almost finished actually watching the Netflix series, which I am loving right now. And the third one, Wild Hunt, is 100% my favourite. So, they do make really, really good games, CD Projekt Red. Now, this game, of course, as we all know, is an RPG game. And being a lover of, I just wanted to add this in, honestly, guys, because being a lover of the film Blade Runner with Harrison Ford, of course, I love the look of this game. It looks amazing, and definitely gives me Blade Runner vibes. But there is a negative here that I want to say, because I will definitely most likely be buying this game, and Keanu Reeves is in it, which I'll get to later on. But sadly, however, I think CG Projekt with this one has went woke, in my opinion. Now, I did actually make a video about, I think around 3 months ago, actually talking about this and reading out everything that CG Projekt Red had actually said, which will be in my gaming section on my channel. But I think it is actually pandering, because they have removed the gender selection for this game that's coming out this year, and I think that that was a very stupid move. Like, why would a Polish company like CD Projekt Red be doing... I'm sorry, I don't get it. I feel the only reason why they would actually be removing, gender selection would be for pandering, because I don't really see the point. Because, right, you can actually choose a female body type, but you can also then choose a male voice to go along with the female body type. So the fact that you can pick a male and female voice, it's kind of doesn't add up that they're not having a gender selection. They've removed that completely. So I think that that was a bit of a silly move for them, and I think that they are sort of bending the knee, and they are 100% pandering. Now, that is only my opinion. Feel free to disagree. Now, this is what CD Projekt Red had to say. Now, I'm not going to read out everything because I have already did a video about this, but they said they really wanted to make a game that's really inclusive. They also said you don't choose your gender anymore. You don't choose, I want to be a male or female. So as I say, they've took the gender away, as I was saying. Selection, you choose a body type and have 2 different voices to choose from. You can mix and match. You can just connect them any way you want. So yeah, that's my sort of thinking of it, that I think they've went woke. I think they've lost the plot there. But yeah, I mean, it looks absolutely fantastic. The graphics look phenomenal. I think the game looks insanely good. It looks freaking class. And of course, if you've been around my channel for a while, you'll know I have a massive obsession with Keanu Reeves and John Wick. Yeah. Love Keanu Reeves. And of course, he created a whole big thing, and he went out on E3 and everything on the stage, and, the whole, "You're breathtaking," someone shouting from the audience. But, yeah, so I think Keanu Reeves looks amazing. From the footage that we've seen of him, he looks badass. But there's something that I wanted to talk about that I thought was kind of funny. I saw a picture of a figurine of Keanu Reeves, which I think apparently you will be able to purchase with the game, from my understanding. Now, don't take my word for that, but that's what I took from it. And I wanted to show you it, because I actually took a screenshot of it so I could show you. Guys, it doesn't look like Keanu Reeves to me, or is it just me? He looks nothing like him. Like, my partner actually bought me a John Wick figurine for Christmas, and it looks amazing. It looks super, super cool, and it actually really, really does look like Keanu Reeves. But like, oh my gosh, this Cyberpunk one, this is actually supposed to be released with the game. But I don't know, I just thought that I would show you that, and you can let me know. I don't think it looks like him. So the next one that I want to talk about is The Last of Us Part 2 by Naughty Dog. Now, Naughty Dog they're a good company, and they're good at what they do, and they do great games. But what I wanted to say there, this is a PlayStation 4 exclusive game. Now, I really enjoyed the first one. It's just one of them games that's just wow. Like, see the landscape and everything, and the game is just absolutely stunning. It's beautiful. It really, really is. Now, and I love all the locations and everything. Now, the one thing that I wanted to say was, I did love the first one. It had a great story to it. Great story. It had really good music. Now, the music I did find a bit dreary, but let's face it, I think it really suited it. And obviously you want music to suit whatever you're playing, or whatever movie you're watching, or whatever. So, yeah, I like the music for what the game was, basically. But I do have my I am skeptical about this one, to be honest, because I personally believe, in my own opinion, it's only my opinion, that it will go just woke. It's going to go very woke, in my opinion. And I think it's going to be a really, really controversial game. So it's going to be interesting to see. I most likely will buy this game, but I haven't sort of decided 100% yet. So I'm not saying I'm 100% buying it, but I most likely will. But my main concern does lie with where they're going with the story. It's the story that I'm worried about. For this game, The Last of Us Part 2, that's my main concern anyway. But I mean, the gameplay trailer I thought looked brilliant, and I mean, it does look stunning again like the first one, but at the same time, I've played the first one, and I would like to actually see how the story goes as a continuation, even though I do have my thoughts on what's actually going to happen. But you know what, I'll actually save that for whenever I actually do most likely play the game, and I'll come on and I'll give my my honest thoughts on it. Last one that I wanted to talk about is Marvel's Avengers, which is published by Square Enix. And I personally think that, and it is sad because, as a lot of you know, I am a big fan of Marvel, and the graphics in this just looked pretty woeful, to be honest, and the characters didn't even look anything like themselves. Like, honestly, Thor, to me, he just didn't look anything like Thor. A lot of the like, some characters look better than others, but I thought Thor looked pretty bad, to be honest. And I just think in the day and age we're in, you know, we're in 2020. Come on, like, really, you can do a lot better than that on the graphic side of things. But, and this is where it actually kind of surprised me, because, like, considering Crystal Dynamics developed Tomb Raider, you know what I mean, and, like, I absolutely love Rise of the Tomb Raider, by the way. What a brilliant game. I myself, you know, I just won't be buying this game. You know, not meaning any offence or anything, you know. It just doesn't look like a game that's going to be for me or interest me. But at the same time, it is sad because, you know, if they had it up their game and had it looking better and had the characters looking a lot more, it's, I don't know, it's kind of like an off-put, you know, when you see something you're a really big fan of, you know, like the Avengers, and you just go, yeah, but that looks awful, and we're in 2020, so I don't really want to be spending, you know, let's face it, games ain't cheap, guys. They don't come cheap. They really don't. And anyone that plays games will know that. I think it's actually ridiculous, the price that games are in this day of age, honestly. I feel really sorry for parents. They're like walking and they're like, sorry, how much? I will not be buying Marvel's Avengers. I most likely will buy Cyberpunk 2077, and I mean, let's face it, John Wick's in it, you know what I mean? Keanu Reeves is in it. The Last of Us Part 2 I most likely will buy as well, but I will 100% be buying Final Fantasy VII Remake. So yeah, I mean, I didn't want to like go over all the you know, big anticipated games of this year, because that would take forever and a day. I may or may not do another video as a follow-up to this. Let me know as well. I would be so interested in finding out if you're going to be buying any of these games and why you're going to be buying any of these games, or if there's some that you just aren't wanting to buy, why not? Or doesn't have to be the ones I've talked about. What other games are you looking forward to buying or not buying this year? So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. And until then, don't forget that the Force will be with you always.